Hello and welcome back to CEO.CA's Inside the Boardroom. My name is James Petham and today I'm joined by Joanne Freeze, President and CEO of Xali Gold. Joanne, it's great to see you today.
Thank you very much. Good to speak here.
So we spoke a month or two ago about the Tailings project at El Oro. Can you update us on some of the work that's been done since that conversation?
Yes, there's been some drilling carried out that was Dan Kappas, once he acquired the deal from us. He has a metallurgical lab in the United States in Reno. And so he wanted to take his own samples and also make sure he got deeper into the pile. And he actually was able to show, or he demonstrated, discovered that the pile, the resource, is actually deeper than was expected. So it should be a little bit bigger. But more importantly is all the test work that he'll be doing right now with all his samples to make sure when he's building his processing that it's going to be exactly what he thought, with around 75% recovery or better. Yeah.
Great. And you've had some news out just recently with this new deal with Rio Verde. Can you walk us through the key components of that?
He used a lot of ingenuity. So he's the main person is Keith Piggott, and he's got lots of experience with both exploration and production and getting small mines started very quickly all over the world. And so there's in the historic workings, there's an estimated gold and silver. Now, by 43-101, I'm not supposed to quote it as a resource, but it was worked by Lewisman. And so Lewisman themselves did quote 750,000 ounces of gold and 9 million ounces of silver potentially in old workings. So that means in wall rock, in pillars, in backfill. And Rio Verde decided what they'd like to do is get in. Gold is at an all-time high, as we know. So why not get in there now and see what he can recover and make some profit from, do some exploration within the old workings, then we're calling it, we identified it as 2,400 meters and above is where he gets to work. We get in at 3% NSR on that. And then we learn more about the deposit, plus we get access from underground, and we can follow his exploration deeper. And anything below 2,400, we still own 100%. And that's where we're really expecting to find big new ore bodies, which are easier to make a new mine around. In the meantime, he's paying the back taxes we owe on various claims. So that really helps us out as well, takes care of some debt.
Yeah, it's a very interesting deal structure and one that I haven't seen before. So I'm sure there was a lot of work behind the scenes that went into pulling that together.
There was, yes, definitely.
Can you walk us through what are the next steps on that project?
First of all, getting the claims established with the government, getting into agreements with the government for paying those back taxes so everything's stable. And with that, work on the permitting and then get underground and see exactly what's the best way to stabilize things and get in and start getting mineral out. We already in the San Juan tunnel have access to backfill, which has up to 14 grams gold. So that's where Rio Verde will be starting. And then on from there, but we'll be looking at all the various accesses where one can get very quickly into the old workings and stabilize them and then start extracting. So it'll be a question of dealing with the government on the scheme of paying back get things in order with all the payments for the mineral claims and getting all the permits. And we don't expect it to take too long because the government is already using our mine as a tourist facility. And so we have a lot of local support. And they also really support mining because it's historically a mining town.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it seems like things have been timed to perfection here, picking up this asset, during maybe a bit of a lull in the markets. And now that we're seeing that momentum in the gold prices, bringing in partners at an opportune moment. What do you anticipate over the next few months in terms of the gold markets?
Well, I think they're going to stay very strong. It's been a long time coming, this kind of rise in the price of gold, and I think it's very stable based on what's going on in the world, really.
And I think we're starting to see some of that momentum trickle down from the commodity itself into equities and also juniors and explorers. For retail investors, why is now a good time for somebody to be paying attention to Xali Gold? And maybe in your view, what sets you apart?
Well, we're very unique because we have cash flow potential, but it's not just cash flow potential. I mean, the kind of money from the tailings, probably a 5-year operation. Um, I'm not allowed to quote exactly how much, but certainly a lot more than $1 million should be coming our way. And to have that happening, so the municipality again is very happy about that because they get a piece of that action, and then put that together with now the underground work, which will employ locals and get things going. It's kind of a culmination of activities, and then of course a very positive activities, and then allowing us to get underground again for our own drilling. We've targeted some areas that we know the gold and silver continues well at depth, and there's some very high grades in certain places, and we really wanted to get back in and drill that, but drilling from surface is much more expensive and more difficult. So we always wanted to be able to drill from underground. So this will be fantastic.
Great. Well, Joanne, looking forward to hearing more updates throughout the year from Xali Gold. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you very much.